We had a couple different periods with different points of emphasis. Obviously, we got 2 minute in, red zone, a lot of third down work. Thought overall it was a pretty good practice. These guys will be off tomorrow, and then we'll come back and kind of get started on the Chargers. Any questions?
What do you want to see when they meet with the Chargers?
Well, look, when you get a chance to practice with another team, you get different formations offensively, different type of schemes, defensively, a different system. And, our experience last year with them was real good. It's competitive, and those guys do a good job. Our guys practiced hard, both teams. So I think it's a good work week.
I know that you have talked about having a familiarity with teams you've practiced against, like the Patriots and the Chargers, with your relationship with Lynn. How important is that to make sure you get good work in and tempers don't flare? I know you've talked about that in the past.
Listen, I think it's important. I mean, both teams have the same interests. In other words, we're trying to improve. We're also trying to make the right decisions relative to our rosters and be healthy coming away from the practices and the games. So it's just being smart and understand what the common goal is. And I think we can compete, play hard, and I felt like a year ago that happened. Anthony and I, of course, worked together before, and so we're looking forward to it.
Sean, when you look at season games in the book, training camp now in the books, how is your thought process right now with the running back depth behind Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara?
Listen, training camp's not in the books. I mean, as far as the players staying in the hotel and how we'll practice, but that's still going on, where that evaluation's still taking place. So these next 2 games are going to be real important to answering your question.
Has anyone surprised you so far?
No, listen, I think each day there's been some good things, and then periodically maybe a protection that we got to clean up, but it's still ongoing.
Sean, when you look at their bookend defensive ends and you practice it against them, I feel like it'd be a good measuring stick for the tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a good pass rush team. Both of those guys, Bosa and Ingram, they played last night. We saw some of that game on TV, but those guys played real good football, especially as the season went on last year. And, I think it'll be good work for us.
It's a team with a lot of talent just kind of across the board, right?
Well, listen, without studying their roster yet, I mean, I think that I know Anthony and those guys have high expectations in their division, rightfully so. They've got a quarterback that's been real successful throughout the course of his career. Their defense played extremely well last year, and offensively, I think they were the top passing team in the league. So, yeah, I mean, I think they're 2 similar teams with the same aspirations, and we have a chance to work with each other for a few days and then play a game.
I know we asked you this before camp started, but now that you're in it, I mean, what is the challenge of determining how much you want to get Mark prepared, knowing the suspension is limiting compared to the other guys? Yeah,
I mean, I think that, look, last week we gave Mark a little bit more work than Alvin. We're deep. We have a number of healthy running backs that, we're trying to evaluate, and we keep kind of just rotating who's up with the first group. We'll do the same during the course of this week and for the game. We haven't really sat and laid out, the playing time numbers yet, but we'll try to get more snaps in with the first group on both sides of the ball.
So when you're having the joint details you mentioned, how quickly can those guys get that cleaned up?
I think daily. I mean, look, I think a lot of things are little things. Some come from inexperience. Some of them are things that we just got to pay attention to. But they're working hard. And I think the most important thing is those guys got to paint a perfect picture for the quarterback, and he'll make the right decisions. But when the picture gets flawed a little bit with a split or a depth, then the process gets a little bit flawed.
Is there more leniency when it's a younger new guy to the system than when it's a veteran guy?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a sense of urgency, but absolutely, there's some formations that are new to, we've got a few guys that just got here a week and a half ago. So, but, it's important we get up to speed, and it's the first step in the evaluation. Does the player know what to do? And I think we've got to help get them there.
Sean, over the years when you've had these joint practices, has it been hard to find the right team to do it, or has that been a simple
No, I
process?
think, look, for years we practiced with Houston, and those were all, I think, experiences that were good work. And, then I think New England, am I missing anybody? The Chargers. There's probably one other team in there. Yeah, I mentioned Houston. So a lot of it's a schedule. Generally, it comes with a preseason game. And it's usually week 2 or week 3, and so some years you don't have that, but generally it's been our 2nd or 3rd week, and it's been someone that we're getting ready to play.
Was that second play by Marshawn, was that an interception, or did Mike take that to the ground?
I think that's down by contact. I didn't see it well, but he had a good day. Marshawn got his hands on the ball quite a bit.
What have you thought of Watson since he's come back from
Good. He's working, and he's getting back into playing shape, and so it was good to get him some work last week because he didn't play in the first game, but I think he's progressing. All right, thank you.